This colorful valley town in Mexico looks like a painting with blocks of bright colors dancing up the hillsides. The name of this town translates to hilly place of frogs because I guess the hills kind of look like frogs. Guanajuato City has so much to be curious about. Guanajuato City is the capital of the state of Guanajuato, which is in central Mexico. For thousands of years, indigenous peoples lived here, near the river at the bottom of the valley. Although, where is that river today? Instead, in that same valley, today you see gorgeous Baroque architecture, Spanish colonial churches and public buildings, and postcard-perfect, brightly colored houses and lovely winding streets. Which never would have been here if it weren't for one really important shiny object and a couple of donkeys. So here's what I'm curious about in Guanajuato City, Mexico. How did silver shape a city? Why are these streets and alleys so winding and this particular alley so narrow? How do we walk on water along this main street? What does this church have to do with the King of Spain, and why is it yellow? Why are the columns on this church so important, and why is it connected to this university? What is the Paris Opera House and this Paris train station doing in the middle of Mexico? What's so important about this grain storehouse? And the most curious question of all, who the heck is this giant overlooking Guanajuato? Guanajuato City's curious history begins as many cities do, with its source of life. How did the river help shape the city?
Oh, this is a good question. The river, for all the civilization, is the water. Water is the life. So Guanajuato lived for many centuries for the river.